So we could potentially take 4 prizes right here, right? So we'll take 1, 2. We'll take double Chansey. Please. Yes. Please. Chansey from Pokemon Scarlet and Violet 151 is a thief. It gives you the opportunity to steal multiple prizes from your prize pool and push games out of reach that will leave your opponent's heads scratching. I'm Jet from InThirdPerson.com. Make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and let's talk about this awesome Chansey deck. Before we get into the deck list, I just quickly wanted to let you know that I am fundraising for Extra Life. All of the proceeds go towards the Children's Miracle Network of Hospitals, a network of 170 hospitals that are taking care of thousands of kids every day. Shout outs to everybody that's donated so far. If you are interested in supporting a wonderful cause, the link is in the description of the video. And if you donate at one of the reward tiers, you can get a signed Pokemon card from me, as well as some prints of my spray paint art. Here's a look at this year's lineup. We've got the 4x6 of Mew. We've got a Pikachu that I painted. This was a lot of fun to put together. We've got the Mario Kart Rainbow Road painting and a print of this waterfall painting I did. So if you're interested in supporting a wonderful cause, as well as potentially getting a signed Pokemon card from me, as well as one or more of these prints, hit the link in the description of this video. Thank you for your time. Thank you for your consideration. Now let's go back to the deck list. Shoutouts to Sackett Bremer for the inspiration for this. I saw this come up on my Twitter and was like, oh, this is a really cool idea. I tried it out. I adjusted one card. So if you want to see Sackett's original list, it's right here. You should also follow them on Twitter and on Twitch. And otherwise, if you want to see how I have built it, again, only changed one card because I think the deck is awesome. Let's continue. We've got Chansey here with the lucky bonus ability. When you pull this card up as a face down prize card and you have space on your bench, you can put it on your bench and flip a coin. If heads, you get to take another prize card. Now, pulling just one Chansey is cool, but you can have the potential to pull multiple Chanseys in one go and take a ton of prize cards in one sitting. You can easily take 4 prizes in one go, potentially up to 6. If you can hit heads. Now, coin flips are generally not the greatest, but you absolutely can high rule with this and just push the game out of reach when your opponent just has no idea what's going on. But in order for this deck to work, you need to have a short bench to make room for the Chanseys, which is why Arceus is here. Besides just being a all-around solid card, good attack, good energy acceleration, we've got 2 things that work in our favor. What we don't really need a lot of bench space, and 2, Starbirth helps us get set up. And being able to grab 2 cards of our choice with that V-Star power can really help us get our engine rolling here. So ideally, you want to have we've got a 4-3 line of Arceus. We've got a 2-2 line of Pidgeot. You'll want to get 2 Arceuses down, or 1 Arceus and 1 Flying Pikachu. Depending on the matchup, you're going to want the Flying Pikachu down if you're up against a basic deck, such as a Chen-Pao or a Miraidon, to wall off their basic attackers. Otherwise, it's 2 Arceus and a Pidgeot. And from there, we are using the Pidgeot to try and put the Chanseys in the prizes with Peonia to take a massive multi-prize turn and win the game. So, in terms of trainer cards, the most important thing here is Peonia lets you look at your prizes and take 3 cards from your prizes and put 3 cards back into the prizes, ideally multiple Chanseys. I personally, when I pick the prizes out of PTCG Live, I always pick 1, 2, 3, and then I sequence my Chanseys in that 1, 2 spot so that I know number 1 is going to be Chansey, number 2 is going to be Chansey when I want to pull them. So you can try and play around and see how Pokemon TCG Live sequences them, but I have found that if I want to sequence them in a way where I can find the Chansey every time, I take the first 3 cards and then put the Chanseys in the first 3 cards back. And keep in mind the order that you select them, because it will sequence them. The first card you put back is going to go in slot 1, and so on. Otherwise, we've got Ultra Ball, 4 copies of Ultra Ball to get a Pokemon of our choice We got Raihan if we're off to a slow start and we take an early KO. We can attach an energy from our discard pile and grab a card of our choice, help us get our Arceus rolling that way. We've got 2 copies of Judge and 4 copies of Iono for hand disruption. We've got 1 copy of Escape Rope to... We're not really doing a lot of movement in this deck, so really just 1 Escape Rope if you get something like a Pidgey stuck in the active when you are getting Arceus set up. 3 copies of Rare Candy to get our Pidgeot rolling. We've got 3 copies of Mesagoza. Not only is this good to get our Arceus to get set up or our Pidgeot, but we can use this in the middle of the game to grab our Chanseys and set up the Peonia play a little quicker. Some tech cards. We've got the Box of Disaster. If you take a 1-shot on an Arceus, or if your opponent takes a 1-shot on your Arceus or your Flying Pikachu for that matter, you drop 8 damage counters on their attacking Pokemon. So this can help out in certain matchups like a Chen Pao, where now you are pushing Chen Pao into 1-hit KO range for the next Arceus. We also have Choice Belt here to push our damage against Pokemon V up by 30, in particular in the Miraidon matchup where you're knocking out. You can use this to early KO a Raikou or a Raichu. We do have Pal Pad to get our supporters from the discard pile back into our deck, 2 of them to be exact. I personally, this is just in case you have to get rid of the Peonia early or the Cheren's Care. You only really need to Peonia once, and usually you only have to Cheren's Care once, but just in case, we do have the Pal Pad here if you have to get rid of it early. You're probably not going to Peonia play twice, but you never know. 4 copies of Nest Ball to get our basics down. We do have Capturing Aroma, and you flip a coin. If it's tails, you take a basic. If it's heads, you get an evolution Pokemon. This is important because we can also use this to get Chanseys into our hand and not have to bench them, which we would have to do with Nest Ball. 2 copies of Boss's Orders for Gusting, and my change here, I added in a Cheren's Care. I took out one of the energies. I added a Cheren's Care because I found that in particular against the Charizard matchup, I just needed 1 more turn to stall for time, and Cheren's Care gives you the opportunity to put one of your colorless Pokemon that has any damage counters on it attached in your hand, and anything attached back into your hand, essentially healing the Arceus, giving you at least one more turn to get your Peonia play set up. And then for energy, we've got 2 V-Guard energy, 6 basic lightning energy, and 4 double turbos. So your general game plan here is you want to get 1 to 2 Arceuses down with an energy on your first turn. You want to get a Pidgey down on your first turn. And if possible, you get a Flying Pikachu instead of one of the Arceuses. On turn 2, you're going to get Arceus VSTAR set up, swing with Trinity Nova, get your second attacker set up. Ideally, you get Pidgeot set up as well at this point. And on your third turn, you are trying to get the Chanseys, usually on the third turn, trying to go for the Peonia play, get some Chanseys into your prizes, and then as you start knocking things out, pull the Chansey cards and keep your fingers crossed that you will hit on heads so you can grab extra prizes. It is a high roll deck. You are definitely gambling here and there, but I do think it is a fun deck worth exploring. Certainly if you're looking for a rogue tier deck option that nobody else is playing right now, this is a cool way to go about it. Let's go see how it works. Oh my goodness, we don't get the energy. We don't get the energy. That is so cringe. There is a giant hair in my face. Okay. Charmander. If we can get an energy right here. Okay. Not necessarily the end of the world. We will get Arceus V-Star. We can Iono. We can get Pidgeot set up. We can get a bunch of energy on this Arceus. And we can start making things work. But not ideal of a position here, right? We turned this into Arceus V-Star, double turbo energy. And start going. Yeah, and we can Cheren's Care to nullify a hit as well, which I think is something we're going to have to do. Okay, they get themselves down an Arceus. This looks like a classic Charizard Arceus Pidgeot build, which is okay. Choice Belt might actually come in handy here at some point, especially if they're going to attack with Arceus. Oh man, they have Gucci belted up. Okay. I would rather the Choice Belt on the Arceus than on any... Oh, no. Okay. Okay, do we get an out to Arceus on the next go? Yes, we do. Okay, oh, they're going to hit Battle VIP Pass. That's annoying. They will be starting a lot better than I was hoping. Yeah, they're going to get their full suite. We do have the Cheren's Care, though, which is nice. Right, we can make some stuff work from this position. Let's go also see how many Chanseys we have. This has to be the way that this deck works and the way Charizard works is we want to not start pulling Chanseys until the game is out of reach. Okay. Let's go and grab an Arceus V-Star. We will Starbirth. We'll get Rare Candy Pidgeot. Okay, we have all four of them are... Okay, we have the Peonia at least, so we can pull that play off at some point. Let's go and get Pidgeot set up. Let's go and get a double Turbo Energy. And is it worth judging their hand right now? No, it is not, because we have the Cheren's Care. I guess we could. No, I'm not going to. We're just going to Trinity Charge. And let's go attach everything to this Arceus and assume this one's going to get hit on the following turn. That's what we have to believe in right now. Okay. Now I wonder, because I always sequence when I put the prizes in. I always pick 1, 2, 3. I want to put them in a different order. I want to put the Chanseys in like 4, 5, 6, so that I... Oh, interesting. Okay. So that I only pull the Chanseys towards the end of the match. Actually, you know what? I should just... I can put them in the beginning because then I know that this is the way the game sequences them. They get the Rare Candy. Darn. Do they have the Zard in hand, though? Or do they have an out to Charizard in hand? They do not. Interesting. This actually puts us in a weird spot. Let's go Mesagoza here, actually, and try and get ourselves an Arceus. We can grab energy with Arceus V-Star or with Pidgeot. Let's go and grab Arceus V-Star. Okay. And we will grab ourselves an energy. Actually, let's go grab ourselves some V-Guard energy. V-Guard energy would be good here, so we can conserve the basic lightning energy. And what do we want to take out right now? I could soften up the Arceus, or I could take out a Charmander. I think we take out a Charmander. Okay. We'll hold on to that energy for now. And let's go. We'll take prize 1. That does make Charizard stronger when the time comes, but they don't have Tails. They're going to get the Charizard set up here. Or the Arceus. Let's see how they play it. I want a Cheren's Care first, and then Peonia. Okay, they're going to get their Pidgeot set up, and then probably get the Charizard set up. I guess they could get everything set up here if they really wanted to. Let's go and see how they sequence it. But yeah, the whole thing is we want to grab And they're going to bench the Radiant Zard. Interesting. If we only have to fight through one Charizard EX, we are having a much better time than having to fight through two. And the music went silent. Let me go and change the track here. I think that changes the track. No. Okay, there it is. So we have Peonia. I think we're only going to have to Peonia once. TBH. So I'm kind of feeling like, man, this is a crazy long turn. And they are taking their sweet time to get this all set up. But we have to sequence this very carefully. Yeah, ideally we want to get it to the point where we can push the game out of reach by hitting heads on Chanseys. We don't want to get into... We don't want to be hanging around with like 2 prizes left where they can start 2-shot or 1-shotting Arceuses. Okay, what are they going to start? They have to get Charizard set up now, right? The Cheren's Care buys us an extra turn. Yeah, what are they doing right now? This is a fairly conventional build, but I'm not sure they are getting everything set up to their credit. They are getting Pidgeot, Arceus, and Charizard rolling. And I wonder what they're going to attack with here. I don't hate attacking with Arceus, TBH. Right? You're 2-shotting anyway. You could save Charizard for attacking later. Like if you've got another Choice Belt in there, you're taking multiple prizes. You're taking 1-shots on us. Yeah, okay, they're going Arceus. I don't mind that. Okay. Yeah, let's go hard retreat. Do the thing. Do the thing. We could potentially... Yeah, I think we're going to keep Mesagoza in play and try and get as many Chanseys as we can and try and set up for the one big play. If we can hit heads a bunch of times, I will admit, my luck with the Chanseys has not been particularly good. If you do not feel like you are good with the coin flips, I think everyone feels like they're bad with the coin flips, but there are times it's going to work and it's phenomenal. If it doesn't, you're still an Arceus deck with some Cheren's Care plays. You can be okay, but you definitely want to hit heads on Chanseys here and there in order to make this work. Okay, what could they have possibly... Okay, they do have the energy now, and they're going to Colorus too. Yeah, this is the longest turn of all time. I thought, like, Lost Box decks, this should not take this long. I mean, maybe they're sitting there and they've calculated every possible move and they completely board wipe us here. But yeah, so are they going in with Arceus? Are they going in with Charizard? I would highly recommend going in with Arceus at this point. Oh, okay. And they're going to Magma Basin. How many more actions do they have? Okay, and they're going to get the Radiant Zard set up. I don't hate that. Yeah, this is all, you know, I don't appreciate the speed of this turn, but they've done a very good job of setting up their board. I kind of hope they attach extra energy to Arceus here. Okay. So that's fine. They get all that set up, and thankfully we can nullify all of that with a nicely done Cheren's Care. Let's go and grab... We'll put the V-Guard energy on there so they still... Even if they boss up this Arceus, they cannot... Let's go grab the Chansey. And let's go and swing. 200 damage. Yeah, I'm gonna... Yeah, just in case. Just in case, I'll put the energy on. I could Cheren's Care again if I have to. If they bring in the Charizard right now, I probably would Pal Pad Cheren's Care again to stall for time before we make our big Chansey coup. Okay, let's see how they play it, though. Let's see how they play it. Come on. Okay, yeah, Charmander's fine. Charmander's fine. Yeah, they'll just Trinity Nova. That's fine. Now, how greedy are we feeling? 3, 2, 1. Okay, so if we go and if we Cheren's Care again, we get them to 3 prizes. If they have Choice Belt, that's going to be a problem. If they Iono us, that could be a problem. Okay. I am going to... I will Pal Pad in the boss and the Cheren's. I could Cheren's Care right now. We will take 2 prizes. I'm feeling scared, TBH. If we get Iono'd, then we... Or do we boss? Yeah, we could boss and then get another Arceus set up here. Is that the play? No. Okay, we're going to go for it. I'm going to go for it. And hopefully, this can backfire right now. So, let's go take 2, 3, 4. We're going to go Chansey, Chansey, and I'll put away the Pidgey. And I'm actually going to set up another Arceus here, which could be a mistake. And let's actually... No, Magma Basin's fine. Let's go and swing. So we could potentially take 4 prizes right here. Right? So we'll take 1, 2. We'll take double Chansey. Please. Yes. Please. Yes, we get the extra prize. Amazing. Okay, I have no idea what that is. Let's go and, yep. Yes, we get another one. Oh, yeah. Okay. Okay. So, we've pushed this all the way down to 1 prize. The game might be out of reach at this point, even with the Charizard swinging, taking 1-shots. What they have to do is they have to boss up the Pidgeot. They have to boss up the Pidgeot. Do they see that play, or are they just going to swing? Oh, man, we were so lucky there. Okay. If they boss up the Pidgeot, they've got a chance, and they could just rail through 3 2-prizers and be done with it. If they don't do that, we just boss KO Radiant Charizard and we win. Let's see it. Let's see it. That ended up being a very good gamble. Okay. Please don't hit the Pidgeot. That's all I ask. That is all I ask. I hope they burn their quick search just to get that rare candy. Where is the energy going? 2, 3, 4, 5. They might have 2 more energy, though it feels very weird that they are... Okay. Yeah, they've got the 3 energy. Are they gonna set up for a hard retreat? Don't hit the Pidgeot. Yeah, they're setting up so they can just like do retreats and force to hit 3 times. But if they swing into this Arceus, we win. Yep. Okay. There we go. All right, let's go and finish this off. And okay. Let's go and Pidgeot. Yeah, the play was to hit Pidgeot to give them a chance. Instead, we will go grab Boss's Orders and we will swing into this Radiant Zard. We could have hit the Mew instead. Oh, we have to attach energy. Oh, God. I almost screwed that up. We're good. GG's. I got too excited. And there we go. We get the 4 prize turn with the double Chansey and take the win. All right, that was tricky. Our opponent had like a pretty good setup in that second turn that took absolutely forever. And we were able to see, I think it was a gamble for us to do that play when we did. I arguably would have wanted to wait one more turn to do that, because we did put the Charizards in position to one-shot all of our Pokemon. And the reason we were able to win is, yeah, we hit both heads on Chansey, which admittedly, the odds of that are pretty slim, but you can sequence that in a way where you can get the final 4 cards being Chanseys, and you're taking multiple prizes and could potentially take all 4 in one go. We still got a 4 prize turn. Still, Charizard's a really tough matchup, and we were just able to sequence that just right and get a little lucky with the Chanseys and push that game out of reach. GG's. Okay. We'll put Pidgey active. This is not ideal. What? Oh, lost Zard. Okay. Now I'm kind of horrified for how I have... We get Tails. We get the Arceus down. That's great. And let's go Arceus. And we'll attach some energy here. And let's wait. Okay. So kind of hoping they don't get to 4 off the rip. Fog Crystal. Interesting. I have not seen Fog Crystal in a Lost Box build in a minute. I actually still don't know if this is Charizard. I know it is Lost Zone for sure. But the sleeves indicate to me Charizard. And this is a deck I've meant to cover. Okay, they've got the fire energy, so almost certainly a Lost Zard build. Choice Belt then is not going to matter. And we can get ourselves set up here. I definitely want to get a second Arceus down. There's a couple things I want. I think the play is to get... Uh-oh. Second Comfey. We need to get a Arceus VSTAR, Pidgeot, and then, yeah, energy. Then we can figure it out from there. But hopefully it stops right now. Oh, they have Arven too? Uh-oh. Probably Ultra Ball. They don't have... Do they run? Like a Lumineon or an Entei? This is... I don't think I've seen Arven in this version of the deck before. Maybe they're playing Sablezard? XP share. What the heck? Okay. And Comfey, Fog Crystal into... Okay. Do they have a switch out though? Oh, okay. They have a rope. We'll go into... I actually kind of prefer if Arceus takes the hit here, in the sense that we can tank a hit, and we might even be able to tank 2 hits. Right? The Pidgeot keeps us alive and gives us a lot of options, assuming we don't get roped again. So they are going to get to 4. That ends up being a... Oh, they're going to get to 3. Okay. They need to hit a Colress here. And I kind of hope they don't. And I hope they don't get a Charmander down. Just stop. Just please. Just leave. Okay, great. We need, okay, that's the Arceus. That's what I was looking for. And we get rid of Choice Belt Ultra Ball. We get an Arceus V-Star. We get a Rare Candy Double Turbo. Okay, let's see how many Chanseys we have. 2. So 2 of them are already in. Oh, we have, no, there's 1 already in there. So, okay. Let's go grab ourselves a Rare Candy, and we'll grab ourselves a Double Turbo. And we can get we could do a Peonia play right now and try and steal some extra prizes, which I am very much going to do. Assuming we have prized Peonia. Oh my goodness. Okay. So that's not... We'll take that off the table for now. Let's go and grab Cheren's Care. Go grab Cheren's Care. We'll take the first prize. Hopefully... Oh my goodness, we have no more lightning energy. So we're definitely going to have to hit the gen energies at some point. And I kind of hope that we grab... Okay, we grab Iono. Okay. I think at this point, I guess there's a couple of ways to go about it. If they only put down 1 Charmander at a time, then we just want to keep bossing up Charmanders. If they take 2, then we play it a little differently. Okay, they're going to get themselves to... Yeah, the most dangerous thing right now... I guess there's a couple of ways to go about it. Of like, are we banking on cheating prizes, or are we trying to hold the board down and hopefully we don't get Charizarded into oblivion? But this is about the state that we want. If we can keep it to 3 and then leave room for Chanseys, they're probably going to put a second Charmander down. Yep. Okay. I guess the right way would be to take out a Charmander. The fun way, if they get an attack off... Okay, yeah, they're going to hard retreat into the cram. Oh, no, okay. They're getting greedy. All right, go off. Go off. The other challenge, right? The other challenge here with trying to go for a Peonia play is that I think we want to save it for the end so we can cheese prizes at the end of the game. Now, let's go and grab ourselves. We could Iono here. I'm going to keep it simple. Let's go and grab ourselves a second Arceus. We'll take a prize. We know there is a Chansey in there. Yeah, if we get to 2 prizes, they can start one-shotting our stuff. There's the Peonia. Okay. This is where we cook it up. Hopefully we don't get Iono'd here. We grab a second Chansey, we Peonia, and then we just hit a whole bunch of extra prizes and we win the game. Theoretically, we have to hit a whole bunch of heads, but this is about as good of a setup as we're ever going to get to pull off this play. Okay, they're going to Raihan. They're going to swing and do like 200. They're not knocking out anything, which is... Oh, The potential trade-off here is that if we're swinging into Zard, the Peonia play is going to be harder. Okay, I think what we have to do is, if we're going to be swinging into Charizard, the first hit we Cheren's Care, the second hit we go in with the Chansey. I think that's the play. And yeah, this would... okay. Hopefully we do not get Iono'd. They're going to charge up a whole bunch of energy. I think that's the route. Yeah, having to be very careful. Charizard in general is a weird match for this deck, and like Arceus in general, because once you get the 2 prizes, or even 3 prizes if they have Choice Belt, they just put themselves in a position where they are one-shotting your Arceuses into oblivion, and it makes the match incredibly difficult. We get another Chansey. This is phenomenal. Let's go and Cheren's Care. Arceus. Let's go and attach. I think we're only gonna need Peonia once. Let's go and grab... Let's go grab the last Chansey here, and we'll have them all in hand. And I'm gonna swing for 200. And if we can knock out this Zard on the following turn, they might go up and swing the Arceus. They might boss up the Arceus, which is actually kind of okay, as long as we don't get Iono'd. Okay, they're gonna rope. That's fine. At this point, Pidgeot's done its job. Cheren's Care's done its job. We have the Chanseys. As long as in this 3 prizes, I guess there's a 3 out of 4. If we could get all 4 Chanseys in there as the final 4 prizes, that would be amazing. And I don't know if we're actually going to be able to do that. But we'll see. I think we definitely Peonia now, and we try and cheese our way to victory here. Okay, if they're going to do Sableye stuff right now, that's fine. Because they are not... They're not knocking us out. They're not knocking anything out. Yeah, we just have to get incredibly lucky with the Chansey. So if we get... I think we have to hit heads twice, at least. Get it down to 1 prize, at which point they can one-shot any of these things, and then we swing into the Charizard and we win. That is our goal here. Oh, they scooped! No! We had it! We had the play! Why did they let it go? Oh, I'm so salty. I'm so salty. We had the setup. We had the set. You saw what I was trying to go for there. We were going to put 3 of them in there, and we knew the 4th one was already in there. So it's theoretically possible to get all 4 Chanseys in there, at which point we would take the prize, flip a coin, and if we hit heads twice, like we would 2 or 3 times, we could pretty much put the game out of reach. But this is generally a hard matchup, and we were able to take the win. GG's. Unfortunately, didn't get the outcome, though. Ugh. And there we go. That is a look at this Chansey deck with Arceus and Flying Pikachu. Shoutouts to Saketbremer one more time for this awesome deck. I really think it's a fun way to play. It is high rolly though. If you don't feel like you're confident with the coin flips, maybe this isn't for you. But it is a fun way to kind of troll online and take some wins in scenarios where maybe your opponent wasn't expecting. But for now, I got to get going. Thank you so much for watching. Some quick plugs before we get out of here. You can find me on all the things, YouTube, TikTok, Twitter, and Instagram at @InThirdPerson. You can find me on Twitch at @InThirdPerson, where I stream the Pokemon trading card game every Sunday at 10 a.m. Eastern Time. And check out the website, inthirdperson.com, for more articles and videos on video games, board games, and other nerdy pursuits. If you stuck around this long, one last thing. I am hosting an Extra Life Marathon Saturday, November 4th, 9 a.m. Eastern Time. It's going to be a ton of fun. All of the proceeds go towards the Children's Miracle Network of Hospitals. There's going to be a bunch of rewards. I've already talked about the Extra Life reward, so again, the link is in the description. But we're going to have family and friends here. We're going to be playing games for 24 hours straight. It's going to be an amazing time. I hope to see you there. But for now, I'm out of here. Bye-bye.